Hey guys, continuing our videos on Exhortation to Philosophy by Iamblichus, chapter 5. In this chapter, he's talking about Pythagorean divisions. In this current division is one of my favorite. He says human can be seen as made up of human soul, of three types of soul. One is rational soul. This is the part that contains the intellect. The other part is the spirited soul, and by this he means he also calls it the courageous soul. I understand this as the soul that generates the energy, so to speak, in the physical world. And he said another one is the desiderative soul. This is the soul that desires. So we're made up of these three souls. And he gives analogy of animals to explain these souls. For the rational one, he doesn't give an animal, so I just said wisdom. For the spirited or the courageous one, he gives the animal of lion. So he says, this is the lion in you. And because the lion is brave, it's courageous, it is powerful on a physical level. It's that kind of energy, as I understand it. The desiderative part of the soul, whose job is to generate desire, he gives it the name of the animal of monkey. Because there is no courage in the monkey. There is no courage in monkey. The monkey just wants to eat, essentially. That's how I understand it. So this is a characteristic of that type of soul. So he says we're made up of these three types of souls. Like one whole soul is made up of these three types. The next and very important thing that he introduces is the idea of emotions. He says these three things, these three souls in us, are constantly in motion. And they are generating their own motions. For example, today I woke up and desire arose in me to go have some chocolate with my tea. That's the monkey. The monkey woke up in me. But then I had some chocolate with some tea. Then desire rose in me to, not so much desire, I guess, kind of the energy to make these videos. There was insecurity in me, and I overcame this insecurity, and I pursued. That was the lion awakening. That energy. Through these videos, I started to understand different things, and the wisdom element started to be stimulated, the reasoning part of wisdom. So this is these motions are constantly going on in all these three parts, and in most people, as I understand it, they are at conflict, because people, it's not just the motion that comes from this part, it's also what we do through our actions and thoughts, which stimulates this part. So if the whole day, for example, if I satisfied the monkey, I ate whatever the monkey wanted in me, I watched whatever TV shows it wanted, without using any kind of reason, just doing whatever the desire wants, the monkey would grow strong. The motion that would be feeding this monkey and my behavior, I'd be giving it energy. It would be growing strong. And I think he even uses that phrase, you basically make one part stronger by feeding it, essentially. Because of that, the other two motions, the other two parts of the soul, they would grow weaker, essentially, because the monkey would be stronger and stronger. And I would not, if I sat down to meditate, for example, or to study philosophy, my mind would be scattered all over the place. Because the monkey is crazy. It always wants something. It constantly wants something. I'd be reading a philosophy text and I'd be thinking about what I'd be eating, where I'd be going, what I'd be watching, and so forth. Because the monkey is strong. It's overexcited. So this is what I understand he means by when we're through motions, through our motions, we feed either of the element. So this is this example. We overfeed the monkey, the rest suffers. The ideal, he says, what we should aim for is to, of course, and this is understandable, is to provide more motion towards the rational part of our soul. That will control the other two souls, because the energy flows from upwards downwards. So there'd be a little bit of energy in the monkey, just enough to do whatever needs to be done. There'd be a lot of energy in the lion, would have a lot of courage, and this courage and this desire would be using according to reason and for the benefit and the good of our being. Rather than if we just give free rein to the monkey has no reason, it has no wisdom, it will do whatever the hell it feels like, and the result most likely is it will hurt us. We will overeat, for example, during dinner, and then we'll feel, oh, I feel bad, I feel tired, and so forth. Or we'll binge watch a TV show, and then our mind will be foggy, and we'll feel dumb, and so forth. This is because the monkey has no reason. The lion has no reason. The lion is just a courageous driving force, so to say. So we desperately need reason. We need to develop reason to keep these two animals in control and to use them properly. Otherwise, they're going to rain havoc upon our lives. And we can see this in everyday life if we look at people and how they organize and prioritize their life. We can see this constantly. So the aim of this, and how do we develop wisdom? As we know from the previous chapters, through development of self-control and virtue. And look how beautifully it all matches and gets together. Through development of self-control, we're starting to control the monkey. We're not giving it complete freedom. That pushes the energy up, and as a result, we have more energy, we have more drive because of the self-control. But now, again, we need to use this drive and this energy, this lion, we also need to use him in the right way. So we try to figure out what is the right way to use it. And the result is more and more wisdom. The more we realize and reason and study what is the right way to do things. So, self-control is an essential element of these motions. So these motions are two ways, as I said. They're coming constantly from these parts, and because of our behavior, we're constantly giving those parts power, and we're growing them. Which is great, because it means if you have a problem, some kind of a difficulty in life, let's say you have some kind of an addiction. One of the most powerful ways to deal with this addiction would be not just fighting the addiction and destroying the behavior, that would not do much, but to study, to develop this part and this part. And ideally, priority should always be given to this part, as I understand it. Because this will transform all the energies that flows down. And the addiction will start to become transformed as your understanding and view of it all starts to get transformed. But also by giving less and less energy to this addiction, you are allowing yourself to study it. It's like a two-way process. So that's my understanding of it in short. So that's it. In the next video, I'll see if there's more divisions. So we'll talk about more divisions. If not, then we'll move on to chapter 6. So this is one of my most favorite divisions, because it's very useful. I can look at myself today and see how is my day going. Am I living this day as a monkey, or am I living it as a lion, or the opposite of a lion? Am I being afraid of doing what I need to do? And how much time have I spent today on contemplating what is good and what is not good, and studying text and so forth. And we can look at that, and from that we can kind of derive how tomorrow will be, what kind of a life the person will lead based on how they are living right now, essentially, and what kind of a near future they will be. It's a very useful model. So that's it. Thank you for watching me. I'll see you in the next video. All the best.